Good evening all, and welcome to our little hero show, Oh What a Lovely War 2, better known as Oh What a Lovely War 2.0. We've got some songs for you, a few battles, and some jokes. But now, my lords, ladies and gentlemen, I will now perform for you the ever-popular war game, La Belle France, Upright Steadfast Germany. Good morning, sir. The first part of the game is called Find the Thief.
Look here, we own 30 million square miles of colonies. The British Empire is the most magnificent example of working democracy the world has ever seen.
And the lady on my right.
La République, the seat of treason, the center of world civilization, culture, and l'amour.
Introducing Kaiser Wilhelm II.
Germany, a mere 3 million square kilometers, but we are a new nation and it only since 1871. When you stole Alsace-Lorraine. Ours, German.
Hey! We haven't started to play the game yet. Let's have the Russians.
They're all yields.
The second part of the war game, the plans.
War is unthinkable. It is out of the question. It would upset the balance of power. It would mean the ruin of the world, undoubtedly. Besides, our alliances make us secure. But if you threaten us, then we have the supreme deterrent which we will not hesitate to use.
Shh!
The German army will win this battle. We will enter Paris at 11:30 in the morning of M39, and anyways, Russians won't be ready till 1916.
Time's up!
France admits no law but the offensive. Advances all forces to attack the German army. France, her bugles sounding, her soldiers armed for glory, her will to conquer, an idea and a sword. Besides, they will attack Russie first. The Russian steamroller. We have 1.5 million bayonets, better than bullets any day. Once in motion, we go forward and In the event of a war, the Royal Navy will keep more than 1 million Germans busy. The overwhelming supremacy of the British Navy is the only thing to keep the Germans out of Paris.
Any questions so far? Got all the plans off? Good. Can't help you anymore. I want to watch the next scene.
Yes, the morning is good. You mean that shot? No, I heard nothing. Lovely weather we're having.
Yeah, very good, very good.
So you say somebody shot somebody?
Yeah, Archduke Ferdinand, the fat one.
No!
Yeah,
Who did he shoot?
no, he was shot.
Do they know who did it?
That is the question. He was driving a motor car
Dangerous things, these motor cars.
with the Archduchess.
Big fat Sophie?
Yeah, big fat Sophie, with a revolver.
Should have used a pistol, a Browning automatic. With a Browning automatic, you can shoot 20 Archdukes.
Do you know who did it? Do you know who did it?
They never meddle in politics.
Then what have you done with the portrait of Archduke Ferdinand?
I will tell you exactly who did it. It was either a Catholic, a Protestant, a Jew, a Serb, a Croat, or a young Czech liberal. Or a syndicalist, or an anarchist. In any case, this means war.
You think so?
Of course! Boom, says Austria. Shoot my nephew, would you? We've got one in the schmackers for you. In comes Kaiser Willy to help Austria. In comes Russia to help Serbia. And in comes France, because they've hated Germany since 1871. This war has been coming for a long time now. And I am a member of the Serbian secret police. This means war!
Ik bestem hiermee dat stuurstier aan de keizersgemene. Zien als maatschap dat mobilisatieplan voor dat stuurstier aan de keizersgemene Kicksburg aftesten. Dus wie august 1914 werd als eerste mobilisationsdag vastgezet. Berlin 1. August 1914 Wilhelm Honey van Prussian and Lucia Kaiser met Hoy Reichskanzler. Did you understand? I said I hereby decide that the German Army and the Imperial Navy must be prepared to be ready for war in accordance with the mobilization plan for the German Army and the Imperial Navy. The second day of August 1914 is set as the first day of mobilization. Berlin, 1st August 1914, Wilhelm Honey von Prussian and Deutscher Kaiser, Bethmann Hoy Reichskanzler. Furthermore, all civilian trains cancelled. Until further notice, there will be no more passenger trains leaving the station. The world will be engulfed in the most terrible of wars, the ultimate aim of which is the ruin of Germany. England, France, and Russia have conspired against us. The encirclement of Germany is an accomplished fact. What happened to the Grand Plans of Moltke? Didn't he say? Eternal peace is a dream, and not even a beautiful one. War is part of God's world order. Within it unfold the noblest virtues of men: courage, renunciation, loyalty to duty, the readiness for sacrifice, at the hazard of one's life. Without war, the world would sink into a swamp of materialism. What a silly man! We have put our heads into a noose. Abandon the plan. Oh God, the wheels are already in motion. Send a telegram to George V, notifying him our troops are being prevented by telephone and telegram from passing through Belgium. The lamps are going out all over Europe. We shall not see them lit again in our lifetime. Well, that's the end of part 1 of the war game.
For Belgium put the kibosh on the Kaiser. Europe took a stick and made him sore. On his throne it hurt to sit, and when John will thrust a hit, he will never sit upon it any more. Or so he hoped. But Brussels fell, and the battlefield is unbelievable. Heaps of corpses, French and German, lying everywhere. Thousands of dead, lying in rows, on top of each other, in an ascending arc, to the horizontal angle of 60 degrees. The guns recoil at each shot. Night is falling, and they look like old men, sticking out their tongues and spitting fire. The rain has started. Shells are bursting and screaming. Artillery fire is the worst. I lay all night, listening to the wounded groaning. The cannonading goes on. Whenever it stops, we hear the wounded crying from all over the woods. 2 or 3 men go mad every day. I dream of being back home, living with you all. I dream of drinking red wine by the river again. And I dream of you, Claudette, and our love, and our children. I dream of peace. Adieu la vie, adieu l'amour, adieu à toute la femme. C'est bien fini, c'est pour toujours, de cette guerre infâme. C'est à Cradam, sous les plateaux, qu'il enlaçait la peau. Cali sont-ils condamnés, c'est sans le sacrifier.
Nights are growing very lonely. Days are very long. I'm growing weary only, listening for your song. Old remembrances are thronging through my memory, thronging till Nothing more terrible could be imagined. We advanced much too fast. The men are desperately tired. I feel great pity for many of the civilian population who have lost everything, but they hate us. One of them fired at us. He was immediately taken out and shot. He was a child, from what I could see, a boy of no more than 15. I think he thought we wanted to steal his chickens. Silly boy. Yesterday we were ordered to attack the enemy flank in a forest of beeches, but the enemy gunners saw us and opened fire. The men were done for. The shells fell like hail. I could not believe what I saw. It reminded me of my childhood. No, our childhood, for some bizarre reason. Remember those winters back in the Harz Mountains when the snow fell so thick that everything was white? That year when the great blizzard hit and we couldn't see a foot in front of us? That was the intensity of the shells falling. But the Kaiser knows best. They said we will be fighting till Christmas. But I promise you this, if I am at war still then, I shall get my comrades to join me in singing Still Nacht. This I promise you. There's a long, long trail winding to the land of my dreams, where the nightingale is singing and the white moon beams. There's a long, long night of waiting until my dreams all come true, till the day when I'll be going down that long, long trail with you.
Why, hello there, and welcome back to my channel, Performing with Alice. Last week, I got so many likes on my rendition of Hitchiku. Way more than that boring old Emmeline Pankhurst. Anyways, I thought I'd do it again. Make sure to leave your suggestion for next week's song in the comments down below. I have a little ditty to share with you all inspired by the brave men signing up to fight. I also just uploaded my new video of doing nail art of all the European flags. Make sure you go check it out. And finally, if you want to be a man and enlist today, click the link in my description. The Army and the Navy need attention. The outlook isn't healthy, I'll admit. But I've got a perfect dream of a new recruiting scheme, which I think is absolutely it. If only other girls would do as I do, I believe that we could manage it alone. For I turn all suitors from me with a sailor and a Tommy, have an army and a navy of my own. On Sunday I walk out with a soldier. On Monday I'm taken by a tar. On Tuesday I'm out with a baby Boy Scout. On Wednesday a hussar. On Thursday I'm getting out with the Scotty. On Friday the captain of the crew. But on Saturday I'm willing, if you'll only take the shilling, to make a man of any one of you. I teach the tenderfoot to face the powder that gives an added luster to my skin. And I show the raw recruit how to give a chase salute, so when I'm presenting arms, he's falling in. It makes me almost proud to be a woman when you make a strapping soldier of a kid. And he says you put me through it, and I didn't want to do it. But you went and made me love you, so I did. On Sunday, I walk out with the bosun. On Monday, a rifleman in green. On Tuesday, I choose a sub in the blues. On Wednesday, a Marine. On Thursday, a terrier from Tooting. On Friday, a midshipman or two. But on Saturday, I'm willing if you'll only take the shilling to make a man of any one of you. Come on, boys, we need 1,000,000! Be a man, enlist today! Have you a man digging your garden when he should be digging trenches? Have we any able-bodied men in the house? Fantastic! Looks like many of you have already signed up. And besides, when we passed the Conscription Act in 1916, 51,000 of you will leave without leaving a forwarding address. And that's in West Ham alone. Ta-ta! But on Saturday, I'm willing if you'll only take the shilling to make a man of any one of you.
Ah, bonjour, monsieur Mohanaville. Est-ce que tu es là? Non? Pas sonner ici. Et les Anglais? Où? Pour l'amour de Dieu, où sont les Anglais?
Hello, I am Sir John French, Commander-in-Chief of the British Expeditionary Forces. Damn bad connection you've got.
Quoi?
How do you do, sir?
Je vous présente le commandeur des forces belges, monsieur Mohanaville.
Belgian? Splendid. Gallant little Belgium. What?
Oui, mais comme d'habitude, vous êtes en retard. Est-ce que vous avez l'heure?
What?
En retard, monsieur. Utilisez Google Translate.
Damn it all. We came here as quickly as we could. You have damn bad reception in France.
Intéressant. La réception ici? Ah oui, c'est le service maintenant. Toujours des excuses avec toi. Toujours des excuses. Et si c'est la fin, si la France est perdue, c'est à cause de vous. Oui, Dieu sait où vous étiez.
God knows where you have been. If France should be lost, we owe it to you. Damn it all! We are under no obligation.
Je n'ai assez de vous. Tu me mets à bout de ma patience.
Mon général, un moment, s'il vous plaît.
Ah, on parle français maintenant.
Bit of an accent, I'm afraid.
Pas du tout, pas du tout.
Je vous sends une carte.
Ah, d'accord.
Mon général, les Allemands.
Ah oui, j'écoute mon général, les Allemands.
Les Allemands traversant le fleuve. Ici. Ahoy? Ahoy.
Je ne comprends pas. Oui? Qu'est-ce que c'est ce oui, monsieur?
That's it. Ici. Ahoy.
Ah, non, 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 non. Ah oui.
Ahoy.
Oh, je vois, je vois. Oui, le pont pour faire de la pêche.
Yes, of course. Plain as the nose on your face. Très bon, très bon. In that case, gentlemen, we will hold one division. Garden the bridge. Le point là.
Oui, le pont pour faire de la pêche.
And another division we held in reserve by the clump of trees. Le clump des arbres. Là. And the French cavalry will govern the sector from there to there. Là à là.
Mais, monsieur, le BEF, où se trouve le BEF? Le PF général, le British expeditionnaire force.
All in good time, old chap. All in good time.
Mais quand?
Soon as possible. The 24th. Le 24, mon général.
Bah, évidemment, ils vont attendre jusqu'au dernier moment où le bouton est trouvé. Ha! Les Anglais sont vraiment des cochons.
Damn it all. This is no way to conduct a conference.
Ha! Tais-toi, monsieur. Nous avons un message de Mohaneville. Bonjour. May I remind both the gentlemen that my pay already fallen so far to aid help us. We have received deux visites des officiers de observer.
Decisive action by Britain and France, while my troops are holding liege, and the war would have been over by now. Adieu, gentlemen.
Au revoir.
Whatever our chaps can do, they will do.
Tu es vraiment un idiot.
Well, I should tell Wilson that went rather well.
Dear Diary, Happy New Year's. I hope that by 1916 we'll be back home. Recently I've had the best time since being forced to come to war. To set the scene, if I ever come out of this alive, it was the morning of Christmas Eve, and like normal, no one knew what day it was. The Wipers Gazette, agony column. Do you believe good news in preference to bad? Do you think the war will be over by springtime? Have you got faith in our generals? If the answers to any of these questions is yes, then you're suffering from that dread disease optimism and should take 7 days leave immediately. 5 months. It's been 5 bloody months since this godforsaken war has started. I should be with my family. I don't even know if they're alive. It's Christmas, for crying out loud. This is the time of giving. But all that's being gifted is shrapnel in our guts. And whiskey in our cups. God, my trench mates are unbearable. Always talking about their flings from nearby foreign towns. Of country lasses who don't realize we're killing their brothers. Those dumb bastards won't live long enough to know what it's like to settle down, let alone love someone. You know, I almost feel bad for them. They're barely 20. God knows if they'll survive this damned war. They've seen too much to get out of this with their sanity. Bloody hell, what's going on? Are they... Why in God's name are those Pratts singing? Don't they know there's a bloomin' war going on? Jerry's. Damn, Jerry's, what in God's... Why the hell aren't they doing anything? Are those blokes having a conversation with those monsters? Wait, what just... Watch out, get down! Boot? God damn it, what are those idiots doing? But there's a sprig in it. A Christmas parcel? Oi! What do you think you're doing?
down here. Don't leave the damn trenches. Those blokes don't give a damn if they die, do they? Well, I'm not just gonna let them die alone, am I? No, they deserve it. But they're young. They don't know how bad people can be. They still see the good in people. They're too young. They're just too young. I hope my family's enjoying their first Christmas without me. The next day, we met at the middle in No Man's Land and played some football and drank some rum. It was very fun. It has to be the highlight of the war for me. I enjoyed a break from all the fighting. I had no idea they enjoyed the same things that we do. I guess we're all just human after all. Harry Arkwright.
Brother Bertie went away to do his bit the other day. With a smile on his lips and his hoot and his pips upon his shoulder, bright and gay. As the train moved out, he said, "Remember me to all the birds." Then he wagged his paw and went away to war, shouting out these pathetic words. Goodbye, goodbye. Wipe the tear, baby dear, from your eye. Though it's hard to part, I know. I'll be too close to death to go. Don't cry, don't sigh. There's a silver lining in the sky. Bonsoir, old thing, cheerio, chin chin, apple, toodaloo, goodbye. And now, for part 2 of the war game, find the biggest profiteer.
I'm so grateful for this opportunity. And hello and welcome to How to Profit Off of World Tragedies, World War I edition. Today's August the 12th and I am Plantbot, your host. Now, it is a very unknown fact that some of the world's best business conversations take place during grouse shooting parties. Apparently. Now, before our first segment, a thank you to our sponsors. The Swiss banks are always neutral, always generous friends. They're always there for us, except during the lunch hour. What country is famous for their cheese and has Amsterdam as their capital? Holland! But never send consignments or anything through there. German Count von Possel lost a consignment from France. Always use the Scandinavian countries. Of course, you can't win a war without war-winning weapons. Britain likes their old Enfield guns, but the real weapons in gas... Oh, America has a lot, like 70. They're making more. Also, make sure you don't get caught up on your own barbed wire like the Germans did, And let's take the time to thank our other sponsor from America. War is great for profit, but you have to keep it going. If peace breaks out, you'll lose a lot of money. America's shares dropped 40% with just 2 peace scares. Isn't peace a good thing? Yeah, I'll stay on script. Wait, what? No. I am still getting what? But right. But then again, they've made $10 billion in the last 3 years, so they'll be fine. You want me to do what? What? They're working together? Okay. A final thank you to all the leaders who made this show possible. Thank you to the King, the Kaiser, President Wilson, President Poincaré. Tune in next week for our interview of Sir Douglas Haig, the new man. Thank you for watching. How to Profit Off of World Tragedies. Oh, that can't be right.
Dear Doris, complete victory. The destruction of German militarism, victory march on Berlin, slow deliberate fire is being maintained on the enemy positions. At this moment, my men are advancing across no man's land in full pack, dressing from left to right. The men are forbidden under pain of court-martial to take cover in any shell hole or dugout. Their magnificent morale will cause the enemy to flee in confusion. The attack will be driven home with the bayonet. I feel that every step I take is guided by the divine will. Much love, your Dougie Poo.
Permission to speak, sir!
Of course.
This is not war. This is slaughter. We are sacrificing at the rate of 5 to sometimes 50,000 a day.
Where are the Sherwood Foresters? Where are the Eastlanes on the right?
Out in no man's land.
They are sluggish from too much sitting in the trenches.
Most of them, sir, won't rise again.
We must break through.
Regardless of the loss?
The loss of, say, another 300,000 men may lead to really great results.
Yes, sir.
And it will not impede our ability to continue the offensive. In any case, you have to calculate. Another great offensive next year.
The slackers on the home front see it our way, sir.
Quite.
We're rather short on men, and the new chappies from Ireland have just arrived.
Rather wild, untrained lot. Still, what they lack in training, they'll make up for in gallantry.
They just got off the train. Most of them haven't eaten in 48 hours.
They are moving against a weakened and demoralized enemy. Capture the German line without further delay.
It was sunny. Not like you could see the sun through the smoke from the bombs, but you could feel the sun. The sergeant had us fighting in the trenches. There's this huge block of earth covering our vision, protecting us from the bullets. Sometimes. I hated the smell of gunpowder. The trenches usually reeked of either gunpowder or blood. But that day was a good one. We made 10 trenches. If we made a dozen, we could make the papers. The civilians liked some good news about our possible victory. That's what we wanted. Attention. It made us feel good about our wasted time out there in no man's land. Fighting for the British. I hated that the British got everything easy. We'd hear stories about them having extra legroom in the trenches while we toiled away at work. But that day, we heard the bird song. At first, we were confused. We thought it was the wounded crying out. A whole bunch of them fell in from the last time we fought.
But the second time the cry came, the sergeant could make out the words, come back, you bloody fools." Someone was telling us to go back? The sergeant told us to go back through all the muck. We weren't keen. The sergeant heard something else, something about drawing fire. I couldn't hear. And then the shooting started. All I could hear was the heavy gunfire and someone yelling at us to get down. I did. Some of us thought we were going to make it. I knew better. That heavy gunfire, I watched my friends drop dead as the gunfire got heavier. The only thing protecting me was that big block of earth. I crawled closer to it, fearing my life. Soon, it was only a sergeant and I. Honestly, we were never close, but for the longest time we sat there, fearing the worst, each bullet threatening to tear through us. I heard the sergeant yell these words, Comrade Seamus, bid me a luhelge for teich."
Oh, hello? Are we on? Oh, good. My name is Emmeline Pankhurst, and this is my personal blog, Anti-Warriors. Today, I'll be talking to you all about how terrible this, quote, great war, unquote, is. And a lot of you have been telling me to respond to Alice's comment from Performing with Alice, and all I can say is, well, you can't help some people. The link to her channel is below. Next week, we'll be exploring the word suffragettes. Please subscribe to my channel and also feel free to leave a comment below and I'll try to answer any of your questions. Now, before talking to you all, I should like to read you a letter from my friend George Bernard Shaw. He says, "The men of this country are being sacrificed to the blunders of boobies, the cupidity of capitalists." Oh, I've got a comment. It says, "What she talking about?" Well, I'm getting to the good part. "The ambition of conquerors, the lusts and lies of bloodthirsty men who love war because it opens up their prison doors and sets them on the throne of power and popularity." Now, give us a song. Well, down with the Jerry Steel 100, I am not a singer. I've never really had much talent. Oh, never mind. Where was I? Here. "For the second time, peace is being offered to the sorely tried people of the civilized world." Well, at Tommy's for Life, you have just been blocked. And I'm not afraid to do that more often. This is to be a kind and respectful forum. At the close of 1915, President Wilson proposed an immediate armistice to be followed by a peace conference. In April of this year, Germany herself proposed peace. The peace movements are strong in England, France, the United States, and in Germany even. In the Reichstag, the peace groups are active and outspoken. The exact terms of Germany's offer have never been made known to us, and I should like to ask Lloyd George what his aims are. Well, I am free to express my beliefs, and if you would just listen to what my friend Mr. Shaw has said. The politicians chatter like imbeciles while civilization bleeds to death. This is not treason at Keep the Home Fires Lit, and I should like you to consider the plight of the civilized world after one more year. Do you know what you do? No, and the statesmen wash their hands clean of the whole affair. I do not need to wash my face. And who says they're on the run? Haig? Is the Times saying this? The newspaper that refuses to publish the pacifist letters and distorts the truth about our so-called victories? Slowly but surely, we are killing off the finest and the best of the male population. The sons of Europe are being crucified to the barbed wire because you, The misguided masses still cry for war. No one can win a war. War cannot be won. Oh, blast this. You're all just a... Goodbye.
Hello? Hello? Yes, I have Hag's note here. It says, "We shall launch a decisive attack which will carry us through the German lines. We shall advance on Belgium to the Channel ports. The people at home have given us the means to mass every man, horse, and gun on the western front. It is our duty to attack the enemy until his last resources are exhausted and the line breaks. Then in will go our cavalry and annihilate him. I am the predestined instrument of Providence for the achievement of the British Army? What a complete idiot! Never mind. Are you ready there? Yes, we're ready here. We have received your orders to advance. Hello? Darn you, reception. Are you ready there? We're ready here. Are you ready there? We're ready here. Yes, we are approved. Night has fallen, the clouds have gathered, the men are lost somewhere in no man's land. What are the casualties? 70%? Then there is a corner of some foreign lands that is forever England. I must talk to Haig.
Dear Doris, Monday noon. Our offensive commenced this morning. Satisfactory progress. Monday evening. The trouble was that the men waved their hats instead of flags as His Majesty rode by. I tried the mare out the day before. The king did clutch the reins too firmly. Correction. The king did clutch the reins rather firmly. No reflection on His Majesty's horsemanship. The grass was slippery, and the mare moved backwards. She was upset. I'd exercised her every day for a year. So unfortunate to have been my horse stood through the king. Love, your Dougie Poo. The losses were very heavy last night, sir. The Canadian Corps had very heavy casualties. There must be no squeamishness over losses. Angry face emoji. We must give orders to advance immediately. Couldn't we try a policy of maneuver in other fronts? Nonsense. The Western Front is the only real front. We must grind them down. You see, our population is greater than theirs, and their losses are greater than ours. In the end, they will have 5,000 men, and we will have 10,000. Happy face emoji, happy face emoji, happy face emoji. In any case, I intend to launch one more full-scale offensive, and we shall break through and win. And send. Well, God, the prospects for successful attack are now ideal. I place myself in thy hands. I trust you, Lord, that you will understand that as a British gentleman, I cannot subordinate myself to the ambitions of a junior foreign commander. As the politician suggested, it is for the prestige of my king and empire, Lord. I ask thee for victory before the Americans arrive.
Dearly beloved brothers, I am sure you will be glad to hear the news from the home front. The Archbishop of Canterbury has made it known that it is no sin to labor for the war on the Sabbath. I am sure you would like to know that the chief rabbi has absolved your Jewish brothers from abstaining from pork in the trenches, and likewise His Holiness the Pope has ruled that the eating of flesh on a Friday is no longer a venial sin, and in faraway Tibet, the Dalai Lama has placed his prayers at the disposal of the Allies. Now, brothers, tomorrow being Good Friday, we hope God will look kindly on our attack on Eris. Let us pray. When this lousy war is over, no more soldiering for me. When I get my civvy clothes on, oh how happy I shall be. No more church parades on Sunday, no more putting in for leave. I shall kiss the sergeant major, how I'll miss him, how he'll grieve. Amen. Oh God, show thee face to us as thou didst with the angel at Mont. The choir will now sing what a friend we have in Jesus, as we offer a silent prayer for Sir Douglas Egg for success in tomorrow's onset. Oh Lord, teach us to rule ourselves always, controlled and cleanly, night and day, that we may bring, if need arise, no maimed or worthless sacrifice.
The fields are full of tents, O Lord, all empty except for as yet unmade and naked iron bedsteads. Every ward has been cleared to make way for the wounded that will be arriving when the big push comes. The doctors say there will be an enormous number of dead and wounded, God. They say we'll have to start burning them instead of burying them, but it's such an unpleasant duty. They say, look on the bright side. It'll be good farming county after. You can't help wondering if there will be anyone left to do it. Oh Lord, I beg you, do not let this dreadful war cause all the suffering that we have prepared for. I know you will answer my prayer. I've been working so hard for so long. It feels as though these tents and fields are their own front line of sorts. Armies of nurses working to fight death and injury. But I long for my family, to see their smiles and their happy faces in this ocean of sadness and pain. But I can't. I must keep working. These soldiers all have families they long to see as well, and it is my job to bring them back, take them home. Oh Lord, take my dirty and calloused hands, take them and help me save these men. Help me heal them so they can live to see another day. Thank you for the copy of the Times. Father always wants to keep me updated on the latest news from back home. I'm glad that, in spite of all of it, it is still a victory. It does not seem so here. It is beyond belief. The butchery. The men look so appalling when they're brought in, and so many die. Every day, this place feels more and more like a slaughterhouse with nothing but the smell of blood and alcohol to fill the air. I guess I just need to keep smiling. It's strange. I sing to help soothe the soldiers through their pain, and yet a part of me sings to soothe my own pain, to get myself through the day. Remember, everybody, just keep smiling. They were summoned from the hillside, they were called in from the glen, and the country found them ready. At the stirring called for men, let no tears add to their hardship as the soldiers pass along. And although your heart is breaking, make it sing this cheery song. Keep the home fires burning while your hearts are yearning. Though the lads are far away, shining. Turn the dark cloud inside out till the boys come home.
Up to your waist in water, up to your eyes in slush, using the kind of language that makes the sergeant blush. Who wouldn't join the army? That's what we all inquired. Don't we pity the poor civilian sitting by the fire? Oh, 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 it's a lovely war. Who wouldn't be a soldier, eh? Oh, it's a shame to take the pay. As soon as the reveille is gone, we feel just as heavy as lead, but we never get up till our sergeant brings our breakfast up to bed. Oh, 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 it's a lovely war. What do we want with eggs and ham when we got plum and apple jam? Form 4's right turn, how do we spend the money we earn? Oh, 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 it's a lovely war.
Good day, lords and ladies. I bring to you the final act of Oh What a Lovely War 2.0. A scene of such grandeur, you so gasp and scream in excitement. Allah! Again, for the glory of France, prepare for the attack. En avant! En avant! Are you deaf? No, my captain. What is this, a mutiny? We think it's stupid to go in the trenches again. You don't think, you obey. If you refuse, you will be shot. Very well. We shall follow you like lambs to the slaughter. Born like lambs to the slaughter. En avant. Ah. Viva Republic. Ba! En avant! Ba, ba! Ba, ba, ba! Je la vie.
Well, folks, thanks for joining the Coquitlam Youth Theatre for Oh What a Lovely War 2.0. I hope you got the jokes we promised you. If not, here's one last song to send you off. And when they ask us how dangerous it was, oh, we'll never tell them. No, we'll never tell them. We spent our pay in some cafe and fought wild with night and day. Was the cushiest job we ever had. And when they ask